Good evening, all. Farouk here from Disqualified Dads. I am not in, excuse me. Yeah, apologies for that. Now, I'm not in the van and I'm not sofa surfing. I've managed to get myself a bed for the night, so that's a bit of a result. Now, a couple of days ago, on one of the fathers groups that I'm on, a letter was sent in by a father's truth, a father who has given in and who's no longer going to fight for his children. And when I read the letter, it's quite triggering, really. It is very emotional. You can hear the pain. You can feel the pain in his letter. So just to get his story out there, I'm going to read the letter that he's written in. So I'll be looking over there because I'll be reading it off the laptop. Court Manager, Honourable Judge, it is with a very heavy heart and regret that I am formally applying to withdraw my application for a child arrangement order, case number X, Y, and Z. My application was made in 2020. It has now been 3 years since I applied to see my dear son, and I shared a great father and son bond. He's my only child and is my world. I feel myself, and more importantly, have been let down by the court system through delay after delay. My ex-wife has at every given opportunity of these proceedings used the system to abuse me and destroy the relationship I had with our son. The courts have assisted in this irrevocable damage through its gender bias towards the mother, who is believed, despite not presenting any evidence, a mere allegation is all that is required for a woman to have the whole justice system and authorities at her service. I know how he feels. I have been subjected to 2 non-molestation orders made on ex-parte basis, neither of which there was any evidence to prove any of the allegations. When the first non-molestation expired, the mother applied for another one with fresh new allegations. The court once again served the demands by infringing on my rights and overlooking the fact that the previous non-molestation order had expired with no issues or complaints, and the fact that once this expired, a fresh new allegations were made to justify a new one. The judge on this occasion took an indolent approach and passed the buck on to the next judge and continued the order by merging it with the child arrangement case on the request of the mother. My son is almost 15 years old now, and it is reported through Kafkas and mother that he does not wish to see me or have any relationship with me. The courts and Kafkas have failed this young innocent boy who has been manipulated and alienated against his father by a bitter and vengeful mother. Something the courts and Kafkas are afraid of and turn a blind eye to when it comes to any abuse perpetrated by a woman. The courts have allowed time after time for mother's legal team to cause delay after delay. 3 years on and we still have not had a fact-finding hearing. How can this be acceptable? All along, I have been denied at every given opportunity any access to my son whatsoever. I have now come to realization that my beloved son is so badly damaged that our relationship is irrevocable considering his age. There is no doubt in... Excuse me, just turning the page over. Right. There is no doubt in my mind that the court and Kafkas will use his age and his doctored wishes and feelings to rule against any contact. I have been stripped of my relationship with my son. My mental and emotional health is now at a point that I can no longer continue this losing battle and carry on, providing the court system with the fuel it requires to continue its operation, which is acrimony and prolonged proceedings. I have lost all trust and faith in this justice system. They say that justice delayed is justice denied. And in my case and my son's, this couldn't be more true. I no longer wish to attend court in front of judges that have no backbone and just simply follow the feminist narrative. Judges who consider themselves white knights who are saving a poor downtrodden woman from a backwards and barbaric Muslim man. I apologize for this protracted email. But I am hurt and upset that this system is so easily manipulated and used to destroy a family. The opposite of what it's meant to do. Its paramount principle is the welfare of the child and both parents seen as equals. However, in reality, this isn't the case. If a child's welfare was paramount, then the courts would have been concerned as to why a child who had a normal relationship with a father now claims to fear and want nothing to do with him. Instead of investigating this, the courts pander to a woman's allegations of being a so-called victim of abuse. Where is the paramount for the child here? I apologize for having faith in this system and apologize if whatever I have written within this email is any way inappropriate. I am a human being who is hurting and has accepted defeat. For transparency, I have CC'd in the Justice Minister R.H. Dominic Raab, the President of the Family Courts H.H. Sir Andrew McFarlane, and my MP R.H. Dame Maria Miller, in the hope that someone will have the courage to look into these miscarriages of justice without any gender bias or subconscious bias towards men going through the family court system. I will now live with the hope that one day my son will grow wise enough to see the truth and return to his father and paternal family. Please withdraw my application from here on forth. Signed in good faith, the applicant father. That is the harsh reality of the family court system here in England, London, or just in England, period. This is what non-resident parents, 90%, which happen to be fathers, are going through. The courts, the judges, the system, CAFAS, and like I said, he's one of many. This is one of many, many cases. And those going through the system have the full understanding of the absolute lunacy that goes on. I pray for this father. I hope him and his son, I pray for his son. Alienation can take a lifetime to break. I believe it can also be passed on to his son's son, or the next generation. You know, these emotional triggers, this negativity, this pain that you carry can be passed on. I pray for him and his son. And I pray for all of those non-resident parents, mostly fathers, but also mothers, and all alienated families. And there's nothing more to be said, really. It's the harsh reality. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Thank you for watching.